A Louisiana judge has submitted her resignation to the Louisiana Supreme Court after she was heard using a racial slur on video, her attorney confirmed. The judge responded by saying, "Well, I was just singing my favorite Snoop Dogg song." Yeah. Emergency crews on Tuesday freed hundreds of motorists trapped on I-95 after a 24-hour gridlock. A fast-falling snowstorm led to hundreds of accidents, causing the standstill. Democrat Senator Tim Kaine was among those stranded on his commute to Washington, D.C. Worse, he was carpooling with Nancy Pelosi. President Biden and Vladimir Putin spoke on the call this week as tensions flared at the Russian-Ukrainian border. Biden and Putin's call was their second over the last few weeks, but this time, Putin requested the call. It was reported by Secretary Jen Psaki that Biden warned of more sanctions, but told the Russian leader the U.S. would not place missiles in Ukraine, in which Putin joked and said, "Okay, tight, just wanted to make sure before I invade Ukraine." Hopefully not. Elizabeth Holmes, the founder of failed blood testing startup Theranos, was found guilty of 4 charges of fraud Monday. Prosecutors argue that Ms. Holmes led investors to lose hundreds of millions of dollars and patients to get unreliable tests. If sentenced to prison, Ms. Holmes would be the most notable female executive to serve time since Martha Stewart. When asked for a comment, Ms. Stewart told reporters, "We don't bend, we don't fold, it's straightway." Speaking of fraud, Attorney General Letitia James has issued subpoenas for Ivanka and Donald Trump Jr. Donald Trump's deposition is scheduled for January 7th. I gotta say, the chances of Donald Trump going to prison are pretty slim, considering they couldn't even lock up Roger Stone. At this point, I think they got a better chance of locking up the Phantom of the Opera. Gotta say, slim pickings. Yesterday, Twitter suspended Republican House Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's account after her 5th conduct strike for being a lunatic. Greene is no stranger to controversy, renewing calls for her expulsion for comparing the mask mandate to the gas chamber, the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg to Hitler, and continuously being fined for refusing to wear a mask on the House floor. Twitter said the last straw was when Green tweeted the vaccine had damaged her brain, making it completely useless. 450 steelworkers on strike. Warren Buffett, the 9th richest person on the planet, traded shots with Bernie Sanders over the week. 450 steelworkers have been on strike for 3 months at a company Mr. Buffett owns. Senator Sanders wrote a letter to the Berkshire Hathaway CEO requesting that he intervene in the strike, in which Buffett replied, "It's not my job." Buffett was then called back to work by a fellow coworker and given a plunger to unclog his own shit from the toilet. And last, Israeli and Palestinian officials reached a deal to release a Palestinian prisoner next month. The man spent 141 days without food or supplements as an act of protest against false charges. When asked what he would do after he got out of prison and what would be the first thing he would eat, the man responded, "Pssy." And that's all.